Alright then, so it's time for the next update. It's been a whole month, just got back from work and I'm here to show you what has happened. So, as you can see, I've now added in the fuse. So as I explained before, so adding them in series increases the ohms, by adding them in parallel it reduces it. So by having them in two, it meant that the ohms was 2 and the minimum is 4. So I've added a 2 ohm resistor to bring the circuit back to 4 ohms. Rated for the amount of wattage, I've wired it, everything works. It doesn't seem like it's affected any sound quality, which is a massive bonus as well. That's sorted. Obviously I've gotten that on that side. I've also, behind this bit of panel, yes, here on the other side as well. So that's all wired in, ready to go. I just need to tuck it in somewhere and tidy it up, obviously once the work's done, but all is good so far. Now I think I might mention this previously, but my plan is as well for this partial self, because if I ever want to remove the partial self, I'm going to have some trouble with the speakers wired in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some connectors, like 2-pin sort of connectors. I only need it for positive and negative on the speaker wires. I'll add in those connectors, so if I want to move the partial self, it's unplug the partial self, as in like little hooks and stuff, and then disconnect the wires. It's easy as that. So that's the plan, just so it keeps it factory, because if I want to move the partial self, like once I put those plastic trims back on, it's going to be so much effort trying to do that. So only thing I really need is those connectors now, because I've got everything. And now I'm going to show you the speakers finally. So here's what I was saying about the design language of the car, like obviously all the circles, the roundness. Look at these rear lights. You can't tell me these don't look so Alfa Romeo. Like, they scream Alfa Romeo, Italian design. And that's because the guy who designed this car was Italian, so it all makes sense. But I'm here to show you the speakers. You might have had a little glimpse already. Ignore the junk in there, but yeah, here they are. So I found these online on eBay. Obviously they're not brand new, because these speakers are made in about 2003, 2004. But these are honestly some great units. I've already tested them, so they're fully working and they all sound good. Sound good. But yeah, these are the speakers which I'm going to install into the parcel shelf. As you can see, these are going to look perfect once they're fitted in and they're flush. The red matches perfectly with the car, the circles with the design language. These speakers are actually decent, have a good frequency response. I've tested them out. Obviously in the enclosure it doesn't even paint a good picture because they're not even at their optimum, but even then they sound decent, no distortion, so I know they fully work. But they're a decent pair of Sonys. Let me know what you think as well. I think these speakers are the perfect ones for the car. And the greatest thing is they look great, but they're going to sound great as well, so it's a bonus. So my first step is I'm going to get this piece of paper. I'm going to mark out the edge of this so I have a stencil. Once I've got the size of this and dimension onto this piece of paper, I'll have the stencil, so then I can put it onto wherever, cut around that and be perfect. But also, once I have the size of that, I can work out like the width, the height, etc. And I'm pretty fussy on this sort of stuff, but it's important to make sure it's like centered, like everything, wherever that one is, that needs to be parallel on this side, like from the middle. So it might need to be however many centimeters from that gap, and same one that many centimeters from that gap. But windy, same from here, so important. But it's just the stuff you get done first, and then after that, time for chopping and the fun. So I'm just going to make the stencil and I'll get to it. As you can see, it's so rough, literally, it's so rough. I think I'm probably going to put this onto another piece of paper and then use that one as a good stencil. We've done it roughly, but as you can see, loads of space there. The sides, these bits are pretty good, they're tight, but over on this side and that side you can see, obviously I'm doing it rough, but measure before you cut in anything that you do. Alright then guys, so I made a bit of progress, as you can see. Chopped out the first hole, well it's not even done yet to be fair, but it's a good start, So literally what I did was that template, I made another one on paper, but obviously just cut it the other way around. Measured everything up from the sides, so just to obviously keep it, things like that is so important, just to keep it all symmetrical. So I just measured the same distance from that edge to the other edge, did the same from the top side, measured the same distance so you could see the cross I drew in the middle. Then I used a template, I measured the size of that template to find the middle of there, put that on right in the middle, so I lined up the crosses on both the paper and the crosses I drew on the parcel shelf, and then I drew out the line for the stencil, and yeah, I just started chopping away. Obviously, like I said about tools, this is what I'm using. To be honest, I can't even fault it, because I literally, when I got this today from Wix, £3. Yeah, because it's easy to use. Obviously I can just cut around to the shape and stuff like that, obviously roughly, but yeah, it does the job perfectly, to be fair, done a good job. Also I just used the saw, use a drill here to just so I can get the cut started, which I'm going to do for the next one. Obviously we've got a bit more cutting to do, as you can see, so I'm just going to double check, but I can see I haven't done it to the line, but I did that on purpose. So I'm just going to go out a little bit more, and then this should all line up flush. But what I will do is get us some little black plastic covers for the screws, and I'll make it look a lot more cleaner. So, and I'm still trying to find what I can use to bring this colour back to life, because I don't want to put any paint on it or anything that might actually affect the speakers and the sound, obviously, because these have to flex and move about. So I'm still looking at that. I think black dye is probably going to be the best option, but I don't want to mess up the rest of the speaker, so I'll do that another time. I can do that anytime, but the main bit is to get this all installed. But so far, off to a good start. Wow, this is a lot quicker than I expected. Would you look at that? That method was not too bad at all. As you can see, it's already installed. I try my best to keep it symmetrical. Looks pretty good, I'd say. I'm more than happy with it, to be fair. This is the view from underneath, as you can see. So at the moment, I'm going to need to test it out and stuff and see. But if I want to improve the sound quality, I might always, at a later date, build an enclosure. So probably just put like a beam across there, a beam across there, and just seal up the enclosure, which I think would help as well. Also make the parcel shelf heavier. But I'm actually surprised that it's taken the weight of the speakers. Like, luckily this parcel shelf I looked at, it's got 2 layers, and they've got like a sort of pattern like that, which actually helps with the structure of it. So actually I could just pick up the parcel shelf and it's alright. So what I'm going to do now is, and that's another thing, these screws, I've got an idea for them. I'm going to use, I only have one left, but the number plate holder screws on the car have these little caps you can put over it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use those caps, and that way I can just close it, get some black ones, and then you won't even see the screws, and I'll look 10 out of 10. So, but I've only got one of them, so I need to buy some more. I'll probably go Halfords for that. But what I'm going to do is, and I also still need to get the connectors for the clips, but since it's here like this, I'm going to sort out the inside, get all the bits, the door trims put back on, because as you can see it's still looking like, yeah, so get those bits sorted out. I'm going to wire it up, wire it back up again, and test it out. I can't wait.